I basically sent Dax a message and I told him, hey man, sign with a major record label. Staying independent only hurts you in the long run. I've been independent for like this whole time and I have no opportunities. Nobody pays attention to you. No record label, no company, no advertisement agency, marketing agency pays attention to you. No longer. Because you said you're independent and you ain't gonna deal with them. You said you're not gonna do business with them, so they're not gonna do business with you. This is a business. They're exchanging money for a service. Okay, does that make sense to anybody? You're making your music and performing on stage, entertaining other people is a service. You're doing a service for a company. That's why they pay millions. That's why they have contracts. It's the same as the NFL or the NBA. You make money for playing, period. You don't even have to win. As long as you play, you're making money. All right? Now, the problem that comes with a major record label that a lot of people have is they're not good to begin with. They're not good artists to begin with, so they don't have a lot of longevity in their career, period, let alone being signed to a major label. Hold up. A lot of cats just don't see success with a major label. But for like the last 20 years, everybody that I liked that signed to a major label made it big, including Black Rob. If gritty ass gangster motherfuckers like Black Rob can make it on a major label with Puff Daddy, anybody can make it on a major label. Trust me on that. It's better than being independent. Stop listening to the independent bullshit. They're just trying to keep you down and keep you from becoming famous. That's it. The only reason they want you to be independent is to keep you down. Period. Do not listen to stupid people that ain't been there, that ain't even focused on having a music career. Do not listen to those people. Listen to people that are pursuing music, that are artists, that have been there, that have actually been on stage performing. Okay? You cannot listen to people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm telling you to stay independent because for whatever unfounded reason, they don't even know. Basics of finance and business. You perform a service, people pay you. Okay? And since they're paying millions of dollars, there has to be a contract signed. Okay? This is where a lot of artists get messed up. They can't get past the contract. Okay. If you know law, you should have no problem. Study that contract, bring it to an attorney, whatever the fuck. Figure out the basics. But go into the middle of it, go into the crevice of it, the nooks and crannies, and see the fine print. Make sure they're not screwing you out of royalties and out of your hard work and out of your songs. Not one song. Don't let them get away with one song. Now, in terms of like advertising, if they want to use your likeness to advertise shit or use your face to advertise shit, that's something else you gotta talk to them about. That to me isn't so much of a big deal. For me, it's always been the music and being able to take the music to other companies and being able to distribute it other places, not just the place that's paying me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you should do. In exchange for keeping every song right, every right to every song, in exchange, they might not go for this, but you will allow them to use your likeness the way they see fit for marketing and to sell things, you know, using your image. They can use your image all they want. They just can't use your songs, right? Doesn't that sound like something that you can't lose? You can't lose. And they're already giving you money up front. So there's no way you could lose. Watch. Look, if somebody give you $5 million to sign, you're not going to care. If you honestly are going to sit there losing sleep at night because you could have made $500 million extra dollars, just don't even get into music to begin with, because something somewhere is going to be lost. You will lose money no matter what. We are artists. We are musicians. We are not businessmen. We're not finance managers. We're not mortgage brokers. You know, we're not in this for the money. We're in this for the music and the fame. You know, so I just told Dax that, and I hope he sees it and doesn't continue to stay independent. Look, if you stay independent, you ain't gonna get any bigger than you already are. You basically gotta sit there and hope some Dr. Dre of the world sees you and signs you to his little independent label. Once again, it's like, do you really want to deal with that and have your doubts because you're with a guy that's not being professional, that isn't a big corporation? Or do you want to be with professional label that knows what they're doing, has the connections, can get shit done overnight? Imagine having to wait for a week because your Suge Knight or whoever is running your record label is slow as fuck, not getting shit done, not paying you, giving you cars and houses and not giving you your cash, Suge Knighting you. You know, like they did Tupac. They weren't giving him cash, they were giving him shit. And that's why he eventually left. Remember? He left, tried to do his own thing with Machiavelli. Alright. Anyway. I have my own set of issues. It's like, I can't even think about a major label right now. If somebody wanted to sign me, of course, I'll totally jump aboard. I'm not at that point yet. I have like 2.5 million views. But it's, let's just say I could have a lot more views if YouTube would stop changing their stupid ass terms of service and guidelines. I have to make all my videos private because they don't want me to get paid. Because they allow child abuse. How is any of the shit that YouTube and Google does, how is that our fault as a user? You know, this is why you don't want to be independent, because you gotta, the independent is basically YouTube and like Facebook. Like that's your only resource, that's your only platforms you have to share music, and like Spotify. You need a marketing team to push that shit too. Like you need, the only way you're gonna get a marketing team is signed to a fucking major label. It's kind of like dealing with like like being an independent in like a race for White House or being a Democrat. It's like, which one should I pick? Come on, man, don't be independent, please.